carrying the weight of the world is really bad on my thighs.
A pad, because women need to have
Accessibility.
Accessibility.
A spoon.
And
I'm spoon feeding these gems to these hoes.
a brown lip liner. What is that, crazy girl? Booty hole brown?
We need to. No, I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
My topical slick salve lip gloss.
Keep the lips juicy while we're giving the juicy gem.
Okay, and lubricated.
Sunbum, because sometimes it gets hot.
Sunglasses from Elisa Johnson, so that when I start to cry with my clients, they can't see me. Also, do the mics need to be closer to us while we're talking?
Oh my gosh.
It's See Something, Say Something. Candrace and Cindy are two therapists aiming to demystify therapy and pull the curtain on the people who are conducting your session.
Surprise, surprise. Therapists are people too. Listening as we giggle, chat about culture, navigating life experiences, discussing the things we like, and mental health.
Oh, by the way, my therapist said that I am in the 92nd percentile for potential ADD. I took an assessment. She said that I could claim it if I want to now.
Oh!
Because I do have the...
With honor, with privilege.
Yeah, with honor, with privilege, and hopefully with med soon.
Oh!
Let's see.
That's a big deal.
I don't know. I'm deciding, but if some things don't start to work out, then yeah, that's the direction I'm probably gonna go. And you know, that's on just being very cutesy, very demure, very mindful about my mental health. Yeah. So we wanted to kind of start off with a little bit of for our
a trend before we talk about the
trend in our budding topics. So, like, what's in your bag, Candrace?
Hello, British Vogue. This is Charlie XCX, and this is what's in my bag. Oh! I have a chafe stick because carrying the weight of the world gets rough on your thighs.
Okay. I have a little topical slick salve, you know, for the moments where I'm just yapping with my clients and I need that extra moisture. Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah.
I have various vegan deodorants because pre-application. Also, it gets hot in session sometimes.
A little perspiring.
Gotta keep it fresh.
Sunglasses.
Oh, I got another one.
From, can't even put them on over the headphones. From Elisa Johnson, from when I start to tear up with my clients because I carry space with them. Yes, I do.
Yes. Multiple lip products to keep.
I know, right?
Keep it juicy while we give the gems. You know what I'm saying? We got a little Fenty, a little Vaseline, Old Faithful, another Fenty.
Wait.
The Fenty Bomb.
Right, let me see.
I love it.
Wait, now I got so excited. I have... Reach! Bitch, I want it in my bag.
And sometimes I put the Sunbum, stick on my lips, too.
Okay, for a little bit.
Sunscreen's important for the lipianos.
Cute. This is a show and tell. I love it. And I cleaned out my bag, so I don't really have the fun stuff. But a pen, a pink one, yes.
For notes.
For notes, for journaling, impromptu, for signing my checks, okay?
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of Fenty in here. Spons. I have some lotion. Emmeline, I get lots of compliments just to keep it fresh.
That's a really big thing of lotion that you have in that bag.
I know.
Amazing.
It's also a big bag.
A pad for period care and women's rights.
Availability.
Okay.
Access.
Yeah, all of those things.
Okay. Wow, I found another deodorant.
Amazing.
I have 4 deodorants in here.
Other lip products. Ami Collet, black-owned brand, always supporting. Again, for when I'm yapping, a little moisturization on the lips. And for those photo ops that may come. And then Pillow Plump. I actually don't use this quite often.
Pillow Plump. Oh, I want to get a lip plumper.
It's actually called Sexy Mother Plucker.
Oh.
And so, you know, for a moment where I need the extra je ne sais quoi.
I got a spoon because a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. If you know, you know.
All right. A brown lip liner. Booty hole brown.
Sexy Red.
What's
Have you
going on,
guys
Sexy?
seen these names? Yikes.
She's scaring me. She's scaring us. She's scaring us.
I have a little roll-on that I made in session with my client because self-soothing
fun.
with your senses.
That's all in my bag. Keys.
Keys.
Because you never know.
We got the keys to the street.
When you need the keys to the next season of your life. Stay
I
locked
like that. To the next season of our life.
And British Vogue. That's all I have in my bag.
Yeah, other than my wallet and a Sharpie, that's pretty much it too. What a fun activity.
Ta-ta for now.
We're just going to toss it all back in.
Just something cute. Y'all show us what's in your stuff, okay?
Okay. I
want to know.
One thing about me, I love to know what's going on.
And loads of trash.
Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't practice
Scraps, receipts.
Gum wrappers.
Just all the
things.
bag.
So the point of us kind of doing that little practice today is because we've been looking at all these trends on TikTok and Instagram, and we thought they were quite cute.
While we were in functional freeze.
While I was in functional freeze.
We got a bunch of TikTok footages to cover.
Gotta catch up, okay? One of them being, we were talking about Logan and his cucumbers.
Girl!
You know? Okay, so me and Cantress have like two different thoughts. I'm like, health is wealth, baby. If y'all are just getting on the cucumber train,
so good for your skin.
I mean, hydration. You're getting everything that you need right now. It's refreshing. I've actually been loving cucumbers for a while, but I think it's fact that like everybody's on it right now.
Sets everything off.
I mean, do what y'all need to do. Get your health in. And again, another interesting thing made popularized, which I'm not upset, to be honest. I kind of love it.
What I thought was interesting is there's been a bunch of recalls on
sorry, that's so scary.
on cucumbers right when it's a trend. Coincidence?
Are they trying to do natural selection? Not. I'm scared. Just be mindful of where you're getting your cucumbers.
Process of elimination.
Be mindful of where you're getting your cucumbers and also pay attention to what this.
Anyways. Or grow your own. That'd be really cute.
Yeah.
I think we all need to start having balcony gardens or just our own gardens.
My mom has done a great job of growing her own vegetables lately, but she has a lot of space to do that. So, like...
Yeah, space is definitely...
I feel like that's a luxury, too, to be able to have the space to towers. Do that. I don't really want that in my home, either, though.
I don't either. It's kind of an eyesore, but...
Yeah, it's a...
I want to grow my own mushrooms.
It's a big eyesore for me.
Tomatoes and... lettuce.
I'm just gonna keep going to my mom's garden. She's doing a great job. She did grow tomatoes. My parents
start gardening again.
She did tomatoes, okra, plums. It was really cool. So I'm here for
I haven't
people.
Had a plum in forever.
Her plums are really juicy and like sweet, not tart. I was like, what is going on?
Oh my gosh,
so,
yummo.
I'm here for that, and also kind of trying to try new foods that help boost your mood. I think that's a good space to be in right now.
I live love.
Mm-hmm. So if y'all are enjoying the cucumbers, keep branching out and see what else is out there. I'm here for
especially within season.
Yeah, eating seasonally, which I wonder what's in season right now.
Oh my gosh, I think I saved it.
Let's know.
It's August, right?
Mm-hmm.
August, it's saved. Let's pull her up, guys. You should be shopping in season. I've also been applying to a bunch of giveaways.
Okay, nice. Why?
I want a free vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you want to go?
Wherever the little secluded getaways, the glamping.
Anything, baby.
All the things.
People actually win things, and I think we forget that.
Oh my gosh, my dad is like known for like winning like sweepstakes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it kind of
rubbed off on you?
Rubbed off on me. I won a contest in Christian school, and I was on a billboard in a, what are those things called? Parade on a float.
Oh my gosh.
They made T-shirts with my slogan on it. It was an art competition.
What was your slogan?
It was supposed to be something like with the health department in like Illinois, and I drew an apple with the worm coming out, and it said like an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And I told my sister, I manifested. I said, wouldn't that be crazy if we won? And I won.
I love that for you.
Yeah. Wow. I can't find it.
Oh,
food in season. I saved it, but I also save everything. So
me too.
I probably should define these a little bit better.
It's okay, Google.
And I followed the lady, too, because I really like her page.
Is happening right now. So we got
Foods
tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Corn.
The
infamous cucumber.
Wow. I wonder if he knows that.
He probably does. And he's like, it's cucumber season, y'all. Get your cukes up.
Cukies.
I love that. Eggplants. Apple.
I used to love an eggplant sandwich.
Green beans.
Green beans. Yams.
Tomatoes. Bell pepper.
Bell peppers. Ooh, bloobs are so good for antioxidants.
Summer squash. Blackberry.
I do love a summer squash.
There's actually quite a broccoli, greens, herbs,
love broccoli.
Okra, beetroot, potato, apricots, cherries, which I have been getting lots of cherries lately, but they're also running $10 a bag. So every time I get cherries, I'm always very confused.
I go to Aldi.
I'm afraid of Aldi right now because they had a lot of recall on their produce as well.
That is true. They said mint is in season for August.
Amazing. I love
jalapenos, nectarines, grapes.
All good things.
Cantaloupe. You love cantaloupe.
I actually had some this morning.
Yucky.
Yum.
Yuck.
I'm one of the 2% who likes cantaloupe. I don't know anybody else who likes it.
What is that flavor?
Melon.
Ugh.
Melon flavor.
Black. I don't like it.
I really don't like how you're discriminating my fruit.
Tomatoes.
I'm not a fan of how you're yakking.
I'm not a fan of the flavor that goes in my mouth.
Yum. I'm not liking how you're yakking my yum right now, okay?
Yucky. Sorry.
Okay, so
More for you.
So many things right now are in season, and it's important to eat in season just because you're able to get like the best produce, which then also makes you feel the best. You have more energy. You're in alignment of the season. I love restaurants that also make like seasonal menus. That's very cute.
Oh my gosh, there's one in Bishop Arts called Written by the Season. I have yet to go, but oh my gosh, I've heard nothing but good things.
I would like to go. I think that would be a lot of fun. We could plan a date.
Tootsie-patootie.
Me and Candace
are supposed to do our friendship date.
What you got? Supervision? I was going to say, what you got going today? Supervision?
Oh, yeah, I have supervision at 7 p.m.
I was going to say we can go get lunch. We're early enough, but you don't have time.
And I also have to go to the hair store to finish my hair.
Okay. She's busy.
So I'm going to be
I'm gonna
crocheting
go do some
these
with
little
myself
twistianas in while on supervision. But we will try again. Because we still didn't celebrate, and it's been a whole month.
We have been friends for a year, guys.
Can you guys believe that? Just a year.
I know, right? You would think it's longer. But like just friends? A year, and we've learned so much about each other, I think. And still learning. Yeah, because now I've seen like different sides to Candace. Like...
You just thought I was a little angel baby cherub.
No, I never did. But
yes, you did.
I never did.
No. Yeah, you always thought I was just a little angel baby cherub.
I just thought she was so cute. I was like, she's so cute. She's so cool. Then I started seeing something scaring me. What's going on?
There's a darkness.
I was like, excuse me. LA. Still love you, but I'm scared. Like, I'm getting scared. I've seen angry sides. I've seen...
Anger is extreme. Disappointment, anger,
irritation. I guess is what we're gonna call it.
Like angry.
I guess. I'll say irritation. Yeah. I've seen that, and that side is scary too. So
yeah,
but it's also valid at times when it's you've seen the probably depressed side.
I've seen many sides of Cindy, but I also feel like we are the same. So it doesn't like shake me up. I'm just like, oh, community.
We're all right. The kids are all right here.
She gets that.
Yeah.
I feel seen.
At the end of the day, we're, I don't know, 1 year in, so it feels good. And
that's cray to me.
I know. I don't really think about it really like that, to be honest. But
I just can't, like, that's shocking.
I know. It happened.
A year?
It happened fast. And we still haven't celebrated.
The whole podcast.
What was that? This has never happened though. Like where I've had like I don't know. We're in the other zone. Thank you God. So here we are, a year later. And then just kind of like talking about people who need to get their flowers. I'm gonna give Candace her flowers because.
Whoa. I almost swallowed my gum.
She okay? You deserve them.
You deserve yours. So.
This is the time. I'm going to give you your flowers for being consistent with your routines as of late. I think that's been very admirable, especially the days where I'm like, damn, Candace is up already. It's 7. I cannot peel myself out of bed for the life of me. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. But Candra's has been going strong at Hot Sculpt, which is a form of Pilates, and she's been killing it. And she just got into Pilates like a year ago, maybe, even if that, right?
I don't know, because I feel like it was a different type of Pilates at Jungle.
But like introduction to like...
Yeah, moving my body really, because I had
and
been...
And she's in it now.
Out.
Yeah, and she's like fully in it now. So like,
I love it.
You deserve your flowers on that. Showing up for yourself consistently,
routines, like we said,
and even showing up in the podcast consistently. I feel like there's been times
there
where
was a Momo.
I was scared. I was like, I mean, just tell me now, so we don't get any further or any closer. We can go ahead and just wrap it up with a bow. But you know, podcasting is hard, and being able to like show up and come up with ideas and be authentic with you guys is difficult, and I think we've both been trying really hard to be able to do that, and it helps us know ourselves better. So flowers to you, friend.
Oh my gosh, I want to give Cindy her flowers for putting herself out there. I know, like, when I first met her, she said she had difficulty like with doing that, especially with like her creativity, and I feel like we just talked about that in our last podcast, but like her networking and going to like these events for creators, even if she feels like she's a micro creator, she's a creator. And then she just posted something on her Instagram. She's been posting on Tickle Tackle. So she's putting herself out there and not limiting herself. So flowers for Cindy.
Thank you, friend. And then flowers to Jules. Who's Jules? Tell us. So this is the trans woman on TikTok that has been going very viral, very cutesy,
very mindful, very demure.
Very demure. Like, she, even though it's like something that I feel like for some people are like, oh, okay, demure, okay, y'all can give it a rest. I think it's past just like the statement. It's really the world being able to respond to a trans woman in such a positive way. I mean, she's getting brand deals. She's getting flown out. She's getting a lot of support. A lot of people have used her sound as a trending sound on TikTok and Instagram. They're using it to like, you know, monetize on their business, advertising.
McDonald's just used that for extending their breakfast menu.
Okay, McDonald's, like, you know what I
mean? Like, whoa, everybody's hopping on.
And I think on one end, just because like she's a trans woman, and that does not happen very often. Like, that support is usually so like gate kept, and then also they can be very ostracized as well. So like the fact that she is highlighting her community as a Latin creator, and then also as a trans woman, and then being able to do something that like probably just started off as like something simple for her, right? Yeah,
just trying
but
to,
it's become,
funny.
Funny, catchy, cute, but it became iconic. And I know she'd been making like content for a while too. So like I think it just kind of goes to show like that consistency, and then also not being afraid to put yourself out there like we're talking about. So like flowers to her, and flowers to being cutesy, mindful, demure, and all the things.
Yes, our demure queen, our demure diva.
Demure diva. You did what you had to do, and we all see you. And also just like not being afraid to like be seen. I think that's another thing. Like, not just with what she did, but like not being afraid to just throw some stuff out there and keep going and see what sticks. Like, because if she never did that, then she would have never gotten all these huge opportunities. Like, I saw her say, I saw her say that because of Demure, she was able to literally let her friend who's dealing with her own mental health issues stay in her apartment or stay in her new home, because now she has like extra guest room that she can afford. You know what I mean? So as she's growing and climbing, she's able to bring those with her who have stuck beside her. And I thought that was like so important. And yeah, just the consistency of being your most authentic self and how it pays off in the times when you don't even expect it.
I love that. Woo-woo.
I love it too.
Go Jules.
And go Jules for helping the entire United States and beyond add to their vocabulary. Reading Rainbow.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. Because Demure has been here since the beginning of time, but now she's getting a comeback, baby.
It's, getting rebranded.
Rebranded, honey. She said, I'm back, baby.
Yeah, I'm back and I'm better.
I'm back. Oh my gosh, I wanted to piggyback off when you're saying podcasting was hard. So, oh my gosh, T. So, I follow this podcast. I'm not going to say their name. So funny, so cute. And they had a falling out. And I was like, oh my gosh, Cindy probably thinks this is like something I would do. Okay, so here's the tea.
Well, I never said that.
Here's the tea. So,
I'm actually clenching my butt. Okay.
It's actually really crazy. So they went to New York for an event. The girl did not want to go, but her friend was like we should go.
Okay.
And
it's like something I would say.
Literally, she already felt uncomfortable because she doesn't really fly, and then she didn't really know people, and she was more to herself at the table while her friend was going around and networking with people. So she was already mad about that. Also, she's supposed to get a certificate from like attending, and they didn't have her certificate ready, and so she felt like something was off, and so she left. And she blocked her co-host, stopped talking to him, felt like it was a setup, something wasn't right. She went straight to the airport. Their flight wasn't till the next day. She stayed at the airport from like 11 p.m. to like her flight at 11 a.m. and wouldn't even talk to him. And they had like a falling out, and he didn't even have time to like explain himself and say like it was just a mistake, like nobody was plotting against you. And she also felt like how like he was so excited for her to get her flowers, like with the certificate and being involved, like she just felt like it was too good to be true. So like she got in her head, and
she self-sabotaged.
She self-sabotaged, and so she dipped. Like she's a professional dipper. She's done this in like other relationships. She said it.
Yeah,
like these are her words. I was watching their podcast last night, and they like talked about what happened, and she said,
they came back together.
Mm-hmm. They came from a space of growth, and I thought it was going to be done with. She started like a nonprofit. She was moving on to other projects. He had started his own podcast, and then he was patient enough with her to like hear her out, validated her feelings. He was like a really good friend, and they came back together. And it just kind of shows how like mental health can impact you in different ways, even if it is like a passion project, and how we can get in the way and stop ourselves from like growing and networking and developing. And so she said she's in a good place now mentally, and how she just got in her head, and she just like felt like she was being sabotaged because she's gotten taken advantage of so many other times. But I just was like, oh my gosh, like this is such a good conversation. So they're back. Their podcast is back. I'm not gonna say who, but if you guys know, you know. But I just
don't know,
was
but
like,
I'm like gonna know because I need to know more.
OMG. Cindy, that would never happen.
I don't think so, but it could. And even if there's grace extended, like I don't think it would happen in that. I don't think anything like that would happen, but I do think just like, I mean, I don't know. I have my own no, this is a good thing. I like follow other podcasters. I'm like, we're gonna be like them. We're gonna have our doors.
We aspire.
Like, I have exciting aspirations for where we'll go. And I think the difference in that relationship is that like we're also like therapists, and so we hold space for a living, and like being able to take care of yourself. We talk about these things openly, and so even if there was a stressor, like today, to be honest, she came over and I was like playing worship music because I was like, I don't know what type of headspace I'm in. I'm a little tired and I don't know how this is going to go today. And I just kind of want to shift energy. It's not that it's bad. I just want something, you know what I mean?
Being proactive.
Yeah, being proactive. So it's like, I think we both communicate enough to where like, you can feel safe and I can feel safe. But I do hate that for them. But that is also like real.
It was a good talking point. And a lot of people were in the comments of like, hey, this sounds like an area that you probably should talk to a professional about, like, because you're still hurt and you're carrying that trauma and projecting it onto this relationship, and it's like getting in the way of you guys' growth
like
and development.
Detriment. Yeah, because like, I mean, what if he couldn't forgive, right, in that moment, and like she's not able to like, receive her own accountability of like, hey, you moved impulsively and now this opportunity is gone. Because it makes sense for like, podcasters to have growth in like their own areas because we're two individual people. Right. But like to still have that thing that like, kept you foundationally, I mean, that's important. And in a sense, you kind of threw it away because of your own self-sabotage. Yeah. So he didn't actually have to like, forgive you, or not even that he couldn't forgive you. He could have kept moving on. I'm glad that they reconciled. Yeah, he could have just
moved on with his own podcast, but he was like willing to come back. He didn't charge it against her. He was very forgiving and validating. It just was really good to see, especially as like Black podcasters and him being a Black male. And he's really big into like mental health.
Now you just keep talking, and I'm like, is this what I'm hearing? Like, I feel like I know what we're talking about. But like,
who do you think?
I don't know. Keep going.
Oh, but he always starts the podcast with like a mental health. Huh? No.
Okay.
No. Not the Reeds.
Okay. Anyways, keep going.
It just was really good. And he always starts with like a mental health check-in. And so I think it's good. And I feel like she can learn like from the grace he extended, and then hopefully get to a place where she feels comfortable getting the help that she needs. But I just thought it was so sad that one of her red flags was him being happy for her.
That's what she said?
When he was, like, giving her her flag, she was like, he was too excited. Something was not right.
That's her own insecurity kind of peeking through, which means that she hadn't done her own work. And also, in a relationship, wouldn't you want the other person to be happy for you?
He's like, you think I would have you fly all the way to New York to, like, play you?
Well, you know what? He's better than me, because if it got to that point, I'm like, oh, you have a lot more work to do. You know what I mean? And at this point, like, I also don't want to move forward with instability, because, like, you are thinking...
Boundaries.
It's kind of going back to boundaries. And honestly, like, honoring her boundaries of, like, okay, you're not ready to move forward.
There's space that we can grow individually.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and protect my energy by not, like, you know, adhering to the thought process of you potentially thinking that I'm trying to, like, create your downfall. That's not a friend. And I think when you start something with someone, you're a friend first, right? Like, a business partner, yes, but a friend foundationally, so that you can, you know, move forward.
He was like, you know me.
Yeah, that's painful, to be honest.
He was like, you know me.
I don't even know, like, that's hurtful, like, to hear from a friend.
And he was so calm and nice in the episode, just, like, his tone and everything. Because I would have been like, really, girl? Really, girl?
And, like, low-key jealousy and all that kind of stuff, envy kind of coming up, too. I don't know them, but I'm going to know them after this.
Girl, I'll send you the link.
I mean, I think, podcasting is hard. Relationships are hard. I think it just kind of goes back to that period, right? When you want to start something with someone, put yourself out there.
Person. Yeah.
It's very challenging. But, I mean, if you guys have a common goal, mission, you know, you can use that to kind of, like, keep you grounded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your values, your core values. For the lime. Yeah, I was like, T.
So, you tell me which one sounds the best to you.
Okay.
And they're kind of hard.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. What patterns or behaviors from my caregivers do I unconsciously replicate in my own life?
Oh, easy. Like I said. The codependency, being the enabler, the fixer. That's how I got into this field. I thought it was normal.
A lot of therapists get into the field
because
it's a trauma response for themselves, and they also want to, like, go into their own healing or work, or they feel like, you know, they never got that opportunity as a child. That's probably me. Yeah. Okay.
That was easy.
My answer for that is probably, like, criticism.
Of yourself?
Yeah. Not really others. I think because I saw it happen to others too much.
Yourself, yeah.
Okay.
You never. Yeah, I mean, yes. Okay.
Yes. I try to not criticize people too much unless it's just something dumb and, like, we're all kind of doing it.
We're all kind of doing
it. I'm going to talk my shit. But no, when it's like, to myself, criticizing myself, my decisions, everything. But I've gotten a lot better. And I think, unfortunately, I unconsciously sometimes replicate that, even down to, like, decision making. Like, this decision could have been better, or executed better, or this post could have been better. Or, like, all those little things that keep you stuck. And I definitely kind of got that from them. And they probably wouldn't agree, but that's life.
That's life, babes.
Yeah, that's my truth.
The show keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
That way.
How can you create a safe space within yourself to nurture and protect your inner child or teen during times of stress or uncertainty?
I feel like that ties into boundaries.
Yeah, it can be anything.
I don't know how to answer that specifically.
I'm thinking for myself. I'll answer.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been a girl who, like, when I was younger, I liked to go into, like, little nooks and crannies. I like to climb trees. Like, I was very into, like, that. Like, kind of, like, literal physical safe spaces.
Yeah.
And I think the way that I'm trying to protect and nurture that now is kind of going back to some of those practices that I had when I was a kid. I used to write all the time. But then I guess getting stuck in like this like freeze moment of my life most recently, I stopped. I stopped reflecting on my experiences the way I felt. So now I think my goal is to get to know myself even better during times of stress and uncertainty. Like understanding like where is that stress coming from and why? What about whatever was said to me is making me feel uncomfortable. Naming the feelings that are coming up for me, I think are going to be really important, so that I can better identify them and like just know myself the best. And then I think also like yes, journaling, but then also just like going back to boundaries, prioritizing that, making sure I say no during times of stress, and then even like recognizing like when I'm doing well during stress and uncertainty, like the moments where I'm actually allowing myself to flow, like giving myself props for that instead of just like glossing over, you know what I mean? Because I think when we do, no, seriously, like when I do make progress, it can be an easy gloss over like, well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But I think like, slowing down during those times of uncertainty and allowing myself to lean more into faith and recognizing like, okay, the work you're already putting in. Yeah, because I wasn't really taught to like clap for the little things. And so I want to do that. I want to keep doing that more.
Everything.
Yeah. It's okay. I can give you a different question.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's just like budgeting my energy and not feeling like self-sacrifice is like a sign of success or you being a good human being, like that self-abandonment, because I feel like that's like kind of an underlying message that a lot of people get of like having a servant's heart and always putting people before you. Like a lot of selflessness I think gets mixed up with like the self-sacrifice and spreading yourself thin and lack of boundaries, and those are not synonymous. Like you can be selfless and still pay attention to yourself. So being okay with like putting myself first and like having to take time and get to a place where I feel comfortable and not just rushing the process so other people around me feel better and less uncomfortable. So not always like putting myself on the front line and taking the bullet for everybody else. And just letting me have my time and my process. It's for me,
And preserving that time.
Yeah.
I love that. And then last question, I think would be a fun one. I lost it. What dreams or aspirations did I have as a child that I may have abandoned or forgotten?
I wanted to be a singer.
Baby can.
Singer and a dancer. Well, the dancing is out of the picture. She's right. Stiff these days. But the singing, definitely there. And I say this in every episode, but I am going to go back to singing lessons. It just might... I think I just got older. My anxiety started to set in.
She was singing in that car karaoke we had this morning, y'all. Yes.
But, my anxiety really set in college about singing in front of people. But, yeah, singing.
I didn't know that you had anxiety about singing in front of people. Because I hear you do it every day.
Stage performance. Singing, honest. I feel like a stage is different.
I understand.
Like when you're just singing and nobody's paying no mind and I'm just stimming, yeah. But like a performance. Stimming? Yeah, I'm stimming, y'all. Stimming with the tune. So... Yeah, when the lights are on and everybody's looking at you, I get so anxious I can't even breathe right to be like on beat or like in range. It's crazy, and then it affects my performance and I'm anxious about that. Oh my gosh, I sound bad. It's bad. But yeah, I guess getting comfortable in that. Singing. Just being a creative full time.
Okay.
In some type of way. What about you?
All valid though. Being a creative full time in some type of way, you say. Yeah. That's
what about you, girl?
Well, I'm going back to the question.
Oh, she said I need to reference.
I keep losing the question. Like, what's going on? Okay, I used to want to be an actress.
Same.
And I did go. I did theater for years, and then I also went to a couple of auditions. They didn't go well, and so
that anxiety, baby.
It was the anxiety. I literally remember there was one I did for Gap, and I love Gap, and I was like, Gap jeans, they're the best. That was the only line I was supposed to say, and it came out so weird. And my mom was so mad at me because she drove me, and she was like, "Literally, what happened?" And I was like,
"You croaked."
Yeah, I croaked, and then from there she didn't take me in anymore. So I didn't get the opportunity.
Dang,
get the opportunity to practice anymore. So it was like, you're done.
Dang, Mom.
I did go to also some modeling things as well.
Barbizon.
Yes. Yes, Barbizon. And they told me that my walk wasn't the best. And then they also told me that I need to clear up my skin. And so it was a lot of stuff young.
The early 2000s was a time of
what's
criticism.
going on? Yeah, and I think I just internalized a lot of that. So I abandoned... along the way, when I started trying to figure out, what's my professional job going to be, I've always had a desire to get into, modeling or acting. Acting a little less, more like content creation now.
Yeah.
But, also maybe just reporting, because I used to want to do journalism as well.
Yeah.
I wanted to have my own little show on E! News. That was a huge
column or something.
I also wanted to have a magazine, and I still want to have a magazine.
I love that.
Yeah, a mental health, lifestyle, beauty one. Anyways,
that's cute.
Dreams that have been abandoned, but high-key not forgotten.
No.
Yeah, because I think they still
come
come up, in our everyday life and the things that we do, the things we consume and put out there. But it's just different. And I sometimes wish... I had a little bit more time to nurture some of that, as a kid.
Yeah.
To where, it was accepted. But I'm really grateful and happy for the kids that are coming up now, because you guys are accepted to do that. And I think more is poured into creatives. It still can sometimes be a misunderstood field. But I think as creative therapists, we're, kind of cultivating it for ourselves in different ways.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Even doing this podcast, this is a creative thing that we finally get to do
outlet
for ourselves. And you see our personalities and all of that jazz. And so, yeah, still coming into our own.
Jazz.
Tapping into our inner childs.
I love it.
Okay, y'all.
All right.
We just wanted to have a little fun chat.
Oh, wow.
We'll probably discuss more in the future.
Yeah, until then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm about to play with you. Bye.
Peace.
This is actually the conclusion of this season. We're taking a brief hiatus to get recharged, travel a little, re-pour into ourselves,
and also work on our marketing and stuff. So
and our editing,
So y'all are gonna be seeing a lot of content soon. We want to be able to do it in a way that's intentional. So a break is nice because we all need breaks, and if you haven't taken a break for yourself, then this might be your sign to prioritize that. Okay. So yeah, see something, say something. We've been doing it, and the girls have been doing it. So if you have not caught up on episodes, this is a perfect time to catch up on episodes. If you need something on your little hot girl walk or whatever, this is a good time.
Hot girl walk, yeah.
I love it. This is a good time to kind of be mindful, reflect, and tune in, because we are about to be dropping a lot more and maybe rebranding a little bit. Who knows? We're in it now. I feel like we found a lot of our voice and
we found our footing,
our flow. Yeah, so the girls are taking a break, much needed.
Keep a lookout.
Clock it. So we're taking a little break so we can, rest. I think it's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
It is time.
Come January, there's going to be we do have a list of people we want to bring in. And so it's going to be nice. Stay tuned in. Connect with us on Instagram still. We're going to still put some stuff out. Me and Kendra still see each other. So you'll get little, behind the scenes snippets, things to kind of hold you over. They'll be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
without further ado,
say something out.
Season 1
for
completed.
Season 1. We did it. That's crazy.
Thank you guys. Keep sharing, liking, commenting, interacting, all of the things.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want to see, because we definitely will be in the writer's room.
Yeah, the girls are gonna be brainstorming their little lives away. We want to make sure to stay fresh and current. And we want y'all to be able to be more involved in our process as well. It's all about community, right? And so we're building our podcast community, and we want to hear more from you guys. That's something I feel like as listeners we need more engagement in that way, for y'all to kind of let us know, because me and Kendra's always have ideas and directions, but we also want to make sure it's timely for you guys and sits well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, what was that?
Timely. We're working on it. We are going to learn how to edit and get it together.
Y'all be getting a little something each month, though.
It might be on Instagram. It might be on
YouTube. Just stay tuned.
Support us.
We're trying the best we can.
We're humans.
Doing it. 2 girls that just happen to be therapists. We did that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. We love you.
Over and out. Bye.
Peace.